Just a day in the life. The medical term is Parkinson's, blah blah blah. I don't even want to remember what the doctor said. I've spent so much time and money on treatments, but there's been no progress. And now, with my death confirmed, I'm left with very few options. I wanted to escape this pain as soon as possible, so I decided to be euthanized. Most people go to the hospital to save their lives, but tomorrow, I'll go to the hospital to end mine. Now, I have just one day left to live. I didn't want anyone to know, but I confided in a few close people who truly cared about me. They called me, sobbing, offering comfort and kind words. As much as I appreciated their sincere support, I stopped answering the calls. My time was too short, and I needed to focus on myself more than anyone else. Suddenly, the faces of my family came to mind. My parents' nagging voices, my husband's face, which I had grown tired of seeing, my daughter, who was always getting into trouble, and even my dog, who annoyed me daily with his little accidents. But today I decided I would spend my final day just for me. I went to the observation deck overlooking my favorite city and sat in my usual spot with a hot cup of coffee in hand. My life flashed before me like a series of fleeting images. I didn't really know why I came here, but it felt better than simply waiting out the time. Still, my heart felt heavy, and the shortness of the day left me impatient. I felt like I was wandering aimlessly. I looked around at the people gathered there, wondering what kind of lives they were living. Were they happy? I couldn't help but project my own feelings onto them. Eventually, I knew I would have to return home, to my worried family, to my house, for the last time. But suddenly, my body refused to move. It became hard to breathe. The moment the doctor had warned me about had come earlier than expected. I collapsed on the road. I wanted my final moments to be dignified, serene, something to be remembered by, but even that slipped away from me. I silently blamed myself, pouring out endless regrets in my mind. Consciousness faded. I didn't know how much time had passed, but eventually I became aware again. I couldn't move, couldn't speak, couldn't even open my eyes. All I could do was listen. I heard the sobs of my family, the heavy conversations of the doctors and nurses, and the echoes of memories, friends recalling happy times, my teachers showering me with affection, neighbors offering small acts of kindness. It hit me then. My life hadn't been filled with misfortune after all. So many people had cared about me, worried about me, and loved me. Hot tears streamed down my cheeks. At that moment, I heard the doctor's voice, followed by the cold chill creeping into my body. My final moments had come. I had only seconds left to live, and suddenly I was filled with fear. I wanted to live. I wanted to live. Please, I just wanted to live. The heartbeat monitor flatlines. The green line turns into a straight line. The machine beeps. But then, my eyes fluttered open. I heard someone rushing to my bed. My 10-year-old daughter and a dog woke me up in my arms. My home, my family, the familiar smells and touches. They were all there. It was all a dream. A vivid, overwhelming dream. My heart felt like it was going to burst as I cried uncontrollably. My daughter looked at me with a puzzled expression, and my husband rushed to my side, asking if I was okay. And in that moment, I realized everything I had been neglecting in my life, everything I had taken for granted, was what truly mattered most. I felt so sorry for everyone I had overlooked and so resentful of myself for not appreciating them sooner. It was just a dream, but it felt like I had been given a second chance at life. I hope that by sharing this story, more people will realize all the things they've been taking for granted before it's too late.